Luis Armando Albino was 6 years old when he was abducted from a park in West Oakland where he had been playing with his older brother in 1951. Now, more than 70 years later, Albino has been found. The Mercury News first reported this week that Albino's niece in Oakland, using DNA testing and newspaper clippings and with assistance from police, the FBI, and the Justice Department, found her uncle living on the East Coast. Albino is a retired firefighter and Marine Corps veteran who served 2 tours of duty in Vietnam and himself a father and grandfather, according to his niece, Alida Alquin. I hope I didn't butcher that. A 63-year-old Oakland resident who found Albino and reunited him with his family. Albino and his 5 siblings, brought by their mother from Puerto Rico, had just moved to Oakland the summer before his abduction in February 1951. He was playing with his 10-year-old brother Roger at Jefferson Square Park at 7th Street and what is now Martin Luther King Jr. Way near the family's home when a woman lured him away by promising to buy him candy, according to coverage by the Oakland Tribune at the time. She then flew him to the East Coast, where he eventually ended up with a couple who raised him as their son, Alquin said. In June, Albino reunited with his family in California. Alquin recounted her family's experience in her search for Albino. She said that Albino's mother, Antonia, had always thought about Albino up until her death in 2005. She kept a newspaper clipping of the article and about his kidnapping in her wallet, and a photo of Albino hung in the living room, Alquin said. She always had hope that he would come home, Alquin told the Times. In 2020, Alquin took a DNA test for fun, and it resulted in a 22% match with the man who eventually turned out to be her long-lost uncle, but she didn't realize immediately that it could be him. She goes on to say that after realizing it could be him, she took the information to the Oakland authorities, who agreed to look into the lead. With the help of law enforcement, Alquin persisted in her search, and her uncle was eventually located on the East Coast. He provided a DNA sample that proved his identity. When Albino reunited with his family in California, it was a lot of tight hugs and tears, and then we sat down and just talked. Albino and his brother Roger, who had been there the day he was kidnapped, bonded over their experience in the military. Roger having been an Air Force veteran. They spoke about their childhood and their lives after the abduction, she said. Alquin said that her uncle had some memories of the abduction and his trip to the East Coast, but when he questioned adults in his life, they did not give him answers. Albino wants to keep some of his experiences private and didn't want to speak to the media, she said. Albino's brother Roger died shortly after they reunited this summer. Albino is planning another visit to California next year, Alquin said. It was just kind of wild to see this after I reported on Georgia Tan. Anyways, 70 years later, reunited. Don't forget to hit those buttons over there. I hope your day doesn't suck. Okay, love y'all. Bye.